This short clip will show you how to add a markbook to your class page, and also how to edit any markbooks that are set up in association with enhanced surveys or with quizzes. If you go to the group admin in the control panel, you will see that there underneath resources there is a link to markbook. If you click on that, you will get up any of the markbooks that have been set up automatically with any quizzes that you've set up for your class. This particular markbook is associated with a task, but I want to add a new markbook that is going to record my weekly times tables test. So I'm going to go up to this little sheet of paper with the green plus sign, and I'm going to create a new mark sheet by clicking on that. Now my mark sheet needs some details, so it's going to be my weekly times tables test, and it will be added to my own markbook as a teacher so that I can see that at all times. Okay, a record of pupil achievement. And once you've finished editing that, any descriptions that you want to keep, you simply scroll down until you find the blue Add button. Your button may be a different colour if you're on a different school learning platform. Now this markbook has been set up, but it obviously doesn't have anywhere for us to put any information at the moment, so I need to add some columns to that. So where I've got marksheet columns, I'm clicking on the green plus sign on the sheet again, and I've got to give a title for my column. So for example, if my test was done on the 1st of January, I would be giving them a score. You can decide to give them a score out of a certain amount. I'm just going to show it as a simple number. I can allow the user to view the scores and comments, in which case it will appear in the right hand side in their own markbook. So it will come in their assessment section here. So I'm going to add that. I'm not going to allow my user to view the scores at the moment. I'm just going to add that. And you can see that I've now got a column here. You can carry on adding marksheet columns in that way over and over until you've got all the columns that you desire, or you could simply do them week by week as you want to expand on your scores. And of course each column you can decide, some weeks you might not want to publish it, other weeks you might want to publish it. So you can change your mind from week to week. Now, once you've actually got your column set up, we need to decide who is actually going to be in this mark sheet. I can simply add all the group members to this, or I can manage the users who are able to be on here. So I might want to simply add a few people to whom this mark sheet applies. And I scroll down and I update my users. Once I've updated my users and I arrive back at my mark sheet page, I can simply have a little look at my mark sheet just to see what has been going on. And you can see those three names that I just added to my markbook are now showing here. I can decide whether or not I want to publish those results, or I can decide to publish some and not others. If I want to add marks to a column, all I have to do is simply click on the date, and I can just simply add their marks there. And once I've added all the marks for that week, I will just save that. It could be that your marks or a text comment, you don't have to have numerical comments. It might be that you've got a descriptive comment about what a pupil has managed to achieve, and you can keep that information, and then you can also publish that text comment as well. So any feedback that you give to your pupils doesn't have to be numerical, it can be text. Any information can be exported to an Excel spreadsheet, which means that you can then manipulate the data, order it and sort it, or put into groups and so on as you need to for your own purposes.